Assalamualaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Afifa Fairuz with the news. First, these will be headlines. BNP will start election campaign soon after release of Khaleda Zia, says Moidud. Government will not deprive any party from democratic rights, assures Home Minister. There is no scope for complacence in Bangladesh's two-step advance in TIB Corruption Perceptions Index, opined analysts. The government is thinking of alternative method in public examination to check question leakage, informs Education Minister. And ATN Bangla will highlight contributions of Army in the infrastructural development of the country, says Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman. Now on to the details. BNP leader Barrister Maudud Ahmed has said the party will embark upon election campaign as soon as Khaleda Zia is released. At a discussion at the National Press Club, he claimed the political picture in the country will change when BNP takes to the election field. Earlier, speaking at a human chain in front of the press club, BNP leader Nazrul Islam Khan said the government wanted to push them towards violence by putting Begum Khaleda Zia in jail. But BNP did not fall into the trap to the dismay of the government. Home Minister Ataduzaman Khan Kamal has said that the government will not deprive any party, including BNP, from democratic rights. He was speaking at the inaugural function of chess competition organized by Sheikh Russell Child and Juvenile Committee at the National Sports Council Auditorium in the capital. At this time, the minister urged BNP to take part in election discarding violence like fire, terrorism and killings. Analysts are of the view that there is no scope for complacence in Bangladesh's two-step advance in TIB Corruption Perceptions Index. According to them, despite some successes of the government in curbing terrorism and militancy, bribe and corruption are on the rise. The experts stressed on effective implementation of political commitments to establish good governance by reducing corruption. Education Minister Nurul Islam Nahid has said alternative method in public examinations is being contemplated to check question paper leakage. Speaking at the grand finale of the 9th National Bikash competition held at FDC studio of ATN Bangla, he said the question leakers would resort to counter technology if examinations are held using technology. Rashid Khan Menon Model Higher Secondary School of Babuganj in Borishal became champions in the competition this year. Finance Minister A.M.A. Mohit has said plan is underway to close down losing sugar mills of the country and instead produce cotton in those places. He said this at the second Global Cotton Summit in the capital. Speaking on the occasion, State Minister for Jute and Textiles Mirza Azam said the government is going to formulate Textile Act soon for development of the textile sector. Students of college and universities are observing hunger strike unto death across the country, demanding extension of service age from 30 to 35 years. They informed that they would continue the program in front of the National Press Club until the demand is met. President Abdul Hamid has sought cooperation of Singapore for repatriation of the Rohingyas to Myanmar. He sought the cooperation when Singapore President Halima Yaqub called him over phone to greet for being elected president for the second term and inquire about his treatment. Pointing to the upcoming Singapore visit of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on the 11th of March, Halima Yaqub said her visit would take the relations of the two countries to a new height. 10 people have been killed and 37 injured in separate road accidents in 4 districts, including Mymensingh, Natur, Feni and Bhola. The deaths involved the falling of a bus in ditch, collision between a covered van and a pickup, and crashing of a motorcycle under a running bus. ATN Bangla chairman Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman has said satellite TV channel will highlight with importance the contributions of Army in the infrastructural development of the country. Speaking at the reunion function of the 6th Engineer Corps at the Khalilabad cantonment in Natal, he also spoke about organizing standard cultural functions for the Army. Owners and workers of latest Garments Limited held an exceptional picnic at the Seashell Park in Naranjganj. Speaking on the occasion, Managing Director of the organization, Maksudur Rahman Ronju, said the garment sector cannot prosper without good relations between workers and the owners. Businessmen taking part in the picnic stressed on ensuring the workers' facility without depriving them from their just rights. Later, cultural function was organized on the occasion. Finally, news from abroad. The European Union will start preparing sanctions against Myanmar generals and diplomats over killings of Rohingya Muslims. EU leaders are likely to formally propose to the bloc's foreign policy chief on Monday to draw up a list of sanctions on charge of violating human rights by Myanmar. Sanctions by US and Canada are already in place. And that's the end of this bulletin. Allah Hafiz.